guys today. So. Kaylee, right? It's been a while. Where are you live streaming? Nope, we work for, I run the sports for On Focus. So it's a news website. We're based out of Marshfield, but we're expanding this way. Oh.
I was in it when I was young. I just blew my mind. But, yeah.
No, we're...
Just to give you a little backstory.
Yeah.
So, we were doing graduates.
Soccer field quick, and that's got to get going. I will definitely this summer when we get to some of the other like circuit stuff up here, I'll definitely take a look at some stuff. Right?
I would love it. I want to surprise some circuit.
Awesome.
I would love to see it.
Absolutely. Yep. Yeah, that's cool. So yeah, we'll be in touch over the summertime. Okay, sounds good. Alright, so I'm gonna go fix that quick. Sure. And then I'm gonna run set soccer up. If you want to play around with that stuff a little bit, we are live, so don't play too much. Camera, just what C and Z on? Yep, so C is the outfield camera, Z is that. So obviously that's our main. But we're gonna be running out there on and off because I can't put it on auto because it doesn't work right. So we gotta. That makes it sound as far as when you had it set up for baseball, which seems like a mountain height. Yeah. So and then for graphics, I'm gonna phone's charging when I get back. We'll set that set up. We'll just have a phone to hold to do the graphics. Oh, so, the squibber. Yeah. Okay. Yep. All right. Sounds fun. Do you want me to go out and adjust that? I'll get it. You sure? Okay.
Good afternoon and welcome to tonight's Great Northern Conference softball game between the Antigo Red Robins and your Medford Raiders. Let's announce the starting lineups. First for Antigo, and I invite you to line up on the first baseline when we call your name. Leading off, the catcher, Alana Wykes. Batting second, the shortstop, Lily Wykes. Batting third, the third baseman, Ellie Proboski. Batting cleanup, the pitcher, Sam Schwartz. Batting fifth, Michaela Beck, the DP. Batting sixth, the center fielder, Natalie Dewey. Batting seventh, the first baseman, Greta Parsons. Batting eighth, the right fielder, Laura Burkhart. Batting ninth, the second baseman, Abby Naskowiak. And the flex tonight is left fielder, Quinlan McCarthy. Now we'll meet the Raiders. Leading off, the pitcher, Martha Miller. Batting second, the shortstop, Allie Paulson. Batting third, the center fielder, Morgan Higley. Cleaning up, the first baseman, Larissa Klapatuskas. Batting fifth, the third baseman, Delaney Klausnitzer. Batting sixth, the right fielder, Michaela Ulrich. Batting seventh, the left fielder, Rin Rush. Batting eighth, the designated player, Katie Brame. Batting ninth, the catcher, Allie Wesley. And the flex tonight playing second base, Erica Seidel. Now, if you'd please rise if you're able, remove your hats for the playing of our national anthem. Should be a good night for a ball game. Let's play ball.
All right, welcome to Raider Field as we get set for the matchup of the year as the undefeated Medford Raiders will face the undefeated in conference Antigo Red Robins. Medford comes in 6-0 in conference, 10-0 overall. They already have a big win over the Mosinee Indians, ending Mosanee's 26-game conference win streak. Antigo comes in 4-0 in conference, 7-1 overall. And this is going to be a battle of the pitchers. As we get connected here so I can actually look at it. Oh, got a second here. We'll get back into it.
Leading off the top of the first for Antigo,
we go
Alana
in.
Wykes. Lily
Alana
Wykes
Wykes,
on
the
deck.
catcher, will face Martha Miller. Alana Wykes, going in. Sam Schwartz, the pitcher for Antigo, has given up 6 unearned runs this season. Martha Miller has given up 1 unearned run in conference play this year. Miller in the circle. She leans the pitch. That one catches the zone for a strike. 0-1. So Miller back in the circle. She is an efficient pitcher. The wind, the pitch. That one's hit on the ground. Up the middle, that's a base hit. Fielded in center field by Euclid. She will throw it into second. Wykes leads off the game with a single. We saw last night against the Stratford Tigers.
Rozbowski on deck.
Gave up an early double in the first. That was stranded. She didn't allow another runner in the 4 innings. First pitch is low for a ball, 1-0. To Lily Wykes, the shortstop. As the wind starts to pick up here a little bit at Medford. Don't forget to stick around after the game. We'll talk to Coach and pop over to our On Focus YouTube channel, where we will have Great Northern Conference as a bunt. That one's going to be popped all the way over the backstop and out of play, 1-1. Discussed it a couple times now, as Martha Miller doesn't like the ball, so she's going to swap it out with her coach for a new one. So runner at first is Alana. As it really picks up here. Over the second baseman Seidel. A birthday yesterday. That is a strikeout.
Brings up Ellie Rozbowski. Sports on deck.
I believe that's struck down. Strikeout. And then steal on that one is low for a ball. The runner will advance to third on the wild pitch.
Going to take third on the pass ball.
So Weeks second on the stolen base, then goes to third on the pass ball. So 1-0 count to Ellie Probowski as the wind dies down just a little bit here for a second. Not great conditions as that one catches the bottom of the zone for a strike. 1-1. Saw the Raiders have a bit of a rough start in a couple games here. They was having 1 inning. Moves through, swing, and a miss, strike 2. Looking for that big second out. Miller. The 1-2. Follow. That one might be in play, but it's going to get just over and off the bleachers. Kowalski stays alive, 1-2. As the dust continuing to kick up on the infield. I think this wind is just temporary, as you can feel the temperature dropping too. The pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Down. So 2 down now. Weeks still at third. 2 strikeouts for Miller, and she will face the pitcher Sam Schwartz. Wind continues to blow. The pitch. Swing and a miss on the rise ball, 0-1. Miller's probably got the best of those in the conference. Though I haven't seen Schwartz pitch yet, so we'll see what she has dealing. Miller. The pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Gets her out front with the off speed. Miller waiting for the sign. Gets everything positioned. Now she'll toe the rubber. Takes that step back. The lean, though, that pitch, foul back. Schwartz stays alive 0-2. Miller takes a long time between pitches in these situations. The pitch. Oh, just a bit outside. 1-2. Another strong gust comes through. I mean, the hard part's going to be on the outfielders, since these balls are going to be taken weird ways. That one fouled off. Stays alive. Still 1-2. That's actually blowing off of the hold on to the tent to keep it down. But we're going to try and keep going here as the wind continues to pick up and gust. The pitch. Ball low, runs the count 2-2. Good at bat here for Schwartz. That is 7th pitch you see. This will be pitch number 8 from Miller. The pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3.
And the top of the first.
So after the leadoff single, Miller strikes out the side. We head to the bottom of the first. Miller, Paulson, Hughley due up for Medford when we come back.
Clinner Insurance, we know you want to protect your business. The Clinner Insurance team will help you choose the insurance package and plan that fits you and your business. At Clinner Insurance, protecting your business is our top priority.
Clinner Insurance.
Welcome back. Miller got herself into a bit of a jam there in the first with a leadoff single, a stolen base, and a pass ball. But she goes 3 straight strikeouts to end the inning. And we head to the bottom of the first as the wind starts to die down a little bit. But of course, right as I let go of the tent, it's going to pick up again. We didn't get a chance to show you, but the absolute mess that was being made over on the JV field out beyond right field here. I'm not 100% sure they could see what was going on out there. But this will be Sam Schwartz. She is right up there as one of the better pitchers in the league.
And in the bottom
she has
of the
given
first
up
for the
6
Raiders,
runs, but
they bring
none
up
of them
Martha
earned.
Miller. Allie Paulson on deck.
But it'll be Martha Miller to lead things off. She went 3 innings yesterday, didn't give up a run, only gave up 1 hit. High for a ball. As we get another strike, going straight in from center, so that one high for a ball again to Martha Miller. She's got some games on her hair already this year. I'll strike strikeouts against Rhinelander. The pitch. Outside for a ball, 3-0. Raiders line up Miller, Paulson, Hughley, Klapatuskas, Klausnitzer, Ulrich, Rush, Brame, Wesley. That one catches the zone for a strike, 3-1. And the Antigo Red Robin defense. Schwartz in the circle, Alana Wykes behind home plate, Greta Parsons at first, Abby Nutskawiak at second, Lily Wykes at short, Ellie and that is a walk.
Miller draws
the leadoff walk, and that will bring up Allie Paulson. Who's had a good last few days. Paulson, a lot of sack bunts in this situation, so we'll see if Coach Byrne puts Candeleo down. They do. She offers strike one. Throw to first is in time.
Sacrifice.
Miller advances to second.
Miller over to second. On deck, 1 out.
As the outfield camera tips. So we'll be back once the wind dies down here in just a moment. Just leave it up. Yep.
no errors, one left. We're through one inning.
flop it on the ground. Guys.
Or a Burkhart on deck.
Who's that? Can you read the number on the person at 11, I think? There's nobody else, so I need to skip about it. Let's die down a little bit.
There's a strikeout for the first out of the inning.
All right, we got the 10th down. We are back just as the wind starts to die down a little bit, so we're going to risk it. Natalie Dewey is at second. One away. That one is hit in the air. That one is hooking foul to Laura Burkhart, the number 8 hitter playing in right field today. First strike on her. Thank you for bearing with us through that. It got a little scary there for a moment, but the tent is down. So we're just going to hope there's no rain. We're going to keep an eye on that throughout the day as that pitch comes in. Swing and a miss. Runner goes to third. In time! Dewey is erased, trying to steal third. 2 down, bases empty. Allie Wesley on the throw. Put a star by that one. So now 2 strikes on one. Chance to out of his face in the inning. The pitch. Just low. Apologize, I'm not even sure how much you can even hear me right now, but we're going to try and get through this. The pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Miller strikes out Burkhart. The caught stealing gets him out of the inning. We head to the bottom of the second. It'll be Klausnitzer, Ulrich, Rush due up when we come back. All right, sorry about that. Trying to get a few things fixed after the big gusts of wind. A run across. I'm not sure exactly how that happened. Okay, got a couple outs. So it's Katie Brame at the plate. So the run is across. Katie Brame at the plate with 2 outs. Katie Brame, the designated player. The pitch. Fouls that one back 2-2. So we get the outfield camera. Give it a little more stability. So we're going to try and use it as long as the wind will let us. As the wind does finally feel like it's might be settling down a little bit. It's not supposed to be windy all night. We're supposed to get this big push of wind. The pitch. That one's hit in the air. Center field. That one might be trouble. A good play, Natalie Dewey, and that will end the inning. But not before the Raiders push across to run. It was unearned. That will send us to the third. Noskowiak, Weeks due up when we come back. Nicolay Bank is now offering their Real Rewards checking. Want your checking account to work for you? Sign up for the Real Rewards checking and get 3% APY each month on account balances up to $10,000. Terms and conditions apply. Check out nicolaybank.com for more details.
First date? We get it. Extra snacks? We get it. Big purchase? We get it. Spend your money your way with a checking account from Prevail Bank.
Welcome back. Medford pushes the run across on unearned run, but that will take us to the top of the third. The number 9 hitter, Abby Noskowiak, and then Alana Weeks and Lily Weeks due up this half inning to face Martha Miller. Sadly, our stats are a little off, so we're not going to know exactly what's going on, as the wind has made it a little difficult. We've had to kind of not pay attention for bits in time. But I'll tell you what, if somebody hits a home run today, that is going to be a feat with about a 20-mile-an-hour wind blowing almost dead straight in from center. Actually, no, we're wrong. It's Laura Burkhart. So now I got to skip all the way around. But to get back to the person we should be on is that everything a little screwed up right now, but it is Laura Burkhart. Strike one to Laura Burkhart. We had to skip 8 players to get the software back around. The pitch. Just a bit outside, 1-1. Huge thank you to our home plate umpire. Didn't catch his name today, but doing a great job of pointing which direction the balls miss makes my job a lot easier. As we are out in the left field corner here at Medford. The pitch. That one's hit on the ground, right back to Miller. Throw to first in time, 1 away. Routine 1-3 ground out. That will now bring up the number 9 hitter, Abby Noskowiak. Quick moving game. We're not even a half hour in. We're already in the top of the third. Medford hasn't played a lot of full games recently. The pitch. That one catches the zone for a strike, 0-1. As they only went 3 innings on Saturday against Lakeland, then only went 4 innings yesterday against Stratford. The pitch. That one tapped on the ground to third. Picked by Klauschnitzer. Throw to first, not in time. Noskowiak legs out the infield single. And that'll bring us back to the top of the order. And Alana Weeks, I do know that she singled, Wykes, led up to lead off the first. But that's where everything kind of falls apart for us. She was stranded at third in that first inning. Miller in the circle, 1 out, 1 on. The pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 1 by Wykes. The Wykes sisters, big parts of that Antigo basketball team. We're going back to the winter sports season, which seems like it was so long ago now. The pitch. That one fouled off at the plate, 0-2. Really hoping this wind dies down soon, because it is everything just feels weird right now in the air with the wind, and it's kind of a bit humid. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3, 1 down. Two downs, excuse me. That'll bring up Lily Wykes. Out at shortstop today. She digs in. She struck out swinging in the first. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. The pitch. Fouls that one off the plate, 0-2. To count. Miller looking to get out of the inning. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Another strikeout from Miller, and that will send us to the bottom of the third. It'll be Wesley, Miller, Paulson, I believe, due up when we come back.
If your path to achieving your hopes and dreams is less than clear, Meyer & Associates provides the direction and guidance that helps put things into focus. We provide financial advice and customized solutions that help take the uncertainty out of your dreams for today and the future.
We can work together to make an honest assessment, understand your options, commit to a plan, live life brilliantly. Our team is here to help.
Clinner Insurance of Northern Wisconsin is your qualified, experienced team for custom insurance packages for your vehicle, your home, and your family. At Clinner Insurance, protecting your family is our top priority.
Clinner Insurance.
Allie Wesley due up here in the bottom of the third. Raiders leading 1-0 to face Swartz, who still has not given up an earned run in conference play this season. The Medford run coming across unearned. As the wind picks up again, the pitch is high to Wesley for a ball. Wesley caught the first 3 innings yesterday before getting subbed out, as Coach Burnt brought in a significant number of subs in that 3rd and 4th inning. The pitch. Outside for a ball, 2-0. We take a look, a triple for Antigo over on the JV field. The pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 1, and a ball up around her forehead. That is one of those things that people talk about how hard it is to hit a baseball. The pitch. Cross for a strike, 2-2. Baseballs only move down into the side. Softball, they're closer, and it moves up too. So I mean, that is just, I don't know how I couldn't hit a baseball when they just moved in 2 directions. The pitch. Inside ball, runs the count full. I don't know if I'd ever be able to hit a softball. Maybe we should see at some point and see if Miller, give me 3 at-bats against Martha Miller and see if I can. The pitch. That one's hit on the ground. Foul. Allie Wesley stays alive. Full count. We are going to duck out of Medford for the rest of the week, as we will be in Auburndale tomorrow tomorrow, but we got the day off tomorrow on Thursday, as the Auburndale Eagles will host the Marathon Red Raiders. The pitch. That one's hit in the air, hooking. Almost caught the grill. Ooh. We'd have to have a discussion with her about that one if she broke that grill. Like, that is, after all the stuff to play the game, that is the most important piece of equipment out here. But yeah, the Merriwood South action, Auburndale Marathon on Thursday. And then we will have some Medford Raider ball on Friday, but not here, as I will be heading over to Stevens Point. The pitch. That one's hit in the air. Right field, playable. Almost over the head of the right fielder, Burkhart, but she makes the catch. One down. Martha Miller will dig in. She walked to lead off the bottom of the first. 0 for 0. The Medford Raider baseball team, ranked number 4 in the state in Division II. In some polls, the pitch. High for a ball to Miller. The Spash Panthers, ranked number 7 in the state in D1, facing off in a doubleheader at beautiful Buchholz Park. The pitch. High for a ball. Matt Wenzel, my producer today, will be heading down, I guess it would be from here, to Abbotsford. Merriwood Conference crossover as the Stratford Tigers will take on Abbey Colby on Friday. The pitch. That one's hit on the ground, but foul. 2-1. And then Saturday, Dairyland League action from here in Medford. Wausau taking on the Medford Moondogs. That is a 7:30 p.m. start on Saturday. And then Sunday, we will be going to Rib Lake. The pitch. Catches his own for a strike, 2-2. As the Pittsville River Bandits will take on Ingsvold in Rib Lake. Ingsvold. I looked up Ingsvold to see where they play, and they say Rib Lake, but then I looked up where Ingsvold was. That one comes across purple. Interwald. I'm thinking of a separate town near where I grew up in Clark County named Ingsvold. Yes, Interwald. The Woodticks, the Interwald Woodticks. They're playing in Rib Lake this year. The pitch. Ball 4, Martha Miller draws another walk. 1 out base runner will bring up Allie Paulson, the shortstop. She sacrificed back in the first. As again, a little more wind, the pitch. She fouls that one back, strike 1. Took a big hack at it. Paulson does a lot of work in this 2-hole for the Raiders. Hits, bunts, steals bases. Medford, one of the better base running teams. The pitch. She lays down the bunt and it's foul. 0-2. Miller making it all the way to second, but she's got to work her way back. 0-2 count, 1 out. The pitch. High for a ball. Miller going for second in there safely.
Miller with a nice slide.
Miller advances to second on the stolen base. 1-2 count on Paulson. Runner in scoring position. A big Marshfield Insurance run standing out there. The pitch. Paulson swing and a miss. Strike 3. So 2 outs, that'll bring up Morgan Hughley, the center fielder today. We've seen Coach Burnt kind of like Craig Counsell. He's got a slightly different lineup every night, but it's working for the Raiders. The pitch. That one's popped up on the infield. The catch is made in foul territory, and that will end the inning. So the walk to Miller is left stranded on second. We head to the top of the 4th. Perboski, Swartz, Beck due up for Antigo when we come back.
Beautify your garden and landscape in 2020 with Turnpike Greenhouse. Explore our spacious garden center with over 2,500 hanging baskets. Along with beautiful flowering plants, Turnpike offers a wide selection of produce, herbs, vine crops, succulents, and more. Turnpike's Garden Center and greenhouses have everything needed to beautify any home. Turnpike is here to serve you. Visit us in Granton or online at turnpikegreenhouse.com. Be sure to follow us on Facebook for pictures and specials. We are Turnpike, and we are here to serve you.
How do you know your business is properly insured? Clinner Insurance Agents are your focused local insurance experts for commercial insurance. At Clinner Insurance, protecting your business is our top priority.
Clinner Insurance.
Welcome back as we head to the top of the fourth as we get a few things situated for Matt to make things a little easier for him. Matt will be leaving us here in about an hour to go start our soccer broadcast. The pitch, swing and a miss, strike one to Probowski. No clue what she did as she came to bat when we were hanging on for dear life with the tent. The pitch, swing and a miss, strike two, pitch up around the nose. I think about nose as my nose starts running a little bit from the wind and the chilling here significantly as the front moves from south to north, really changing the temperature. Pitch comes in, that one misses for a ball. Very vocal dugouts. I think we're going to bring the ambient mic back. See if we can get you a little bit of the noise here. The pitch. Swing and a miss, strike three.
That's the first out of the inning.
Miller records another strikeout. That'll bring up the pitcher, Sam Schwartz.
Back on deck.
Grounded out to end the first. No, struck out to end the first. The pitch. High and outside for a ball, 1-0. Apologize for the little glitch there. Thank you for sticking through with us. Internet not always reliable up here on, I guess, what you can almost call the back forward of the Medford campus. That one is hit on the ground. Just big for the first and the third pass. Schwartz is going to try for second. She will be in standing. So that was going to be an infield single for Schwartz. And she advances to second on the error. So runner at second, 1 out, and that will bring up Michaela Beck, the designated player. And we're going to get a pinch runner for Schwartz. That is number 20. Can't see the number from here. I believe it was 22, Faith Bruseri. That's what we're going to put in there until we know for sure. It was a 20 number. There aren't that many. That one. Swing. Yes, it is Buseri. Swing and a miss. Strike one to Michaela Beck. Big out there in second. Running for the pitcher. Miller. Toe on the rubber. Takes that step back. Now the lean in the pitch. High and outside for a ball. Getting that ball back quick to Miller because we saw it in Athens that first weekend of the season. A player called up because they were not moving back towards the base when the ball was in the circle. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike two. 1-2. Miller looking for a big out here. As we check. The wedge, ball. 2-2. As we check the pocket Dopplers, the wind does start to finally die down a little bit. Temperature down 11 degrees since first pitch. The pitch.
Swing and a miss, strike 3.
And
2 down.
Second out of the inning.
And that will bring up Natalie Dewey.
Brenda Parsons on deck. 2 out.
Dewey reached in the second, but was caught stealing. First pitch comes across for a strike. Martha Miller, I have heard 50 pitches already. I don't know if that's, I'm not sure how accurate that is, as I spent a full inning hanging on for dear life. The pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Obviously, pitch count's not as big of a deal in softball as they are in baseball. Saw a pitcher for Athens go, or for Abby Colby, Emma Peavy go 160 pitches. The pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3.
That is the third.
That will end the inning. We head to the bottom of the fourth.
No runs,
Klepatuskas, Klausnitzer, Ulrich due up when we come back.
1-0 Medford.
Welcome back. Klepatuskas, Klausnitzer, Ulrich due up. Medford looking for a Marshfield insurance run, as they lead 1-0 here in the bottom of the fourth. The pitch. That one's hit on the ground, up the middle, a base hit. Lead off single for Klepatuskas.
Brings up
exactly
Delaney
what you want,
Klausnitzer.
right back up the middle as
Michaela
Klausnitzer will
Ulrich
come to the plate. The wind is definitely starting to settle down a little bit. Not still a little too gusty to try and put the tent back up, but we might have to if the rain comes. As Klausnitzer lays down the bunt, perfect bunt. Oh, just spinning foul. Strike. I mean, that was about as perfect of a bunt as you could want, as that thing was just spinning right in front of home plate, but spun a little too much and rolled foul. If that had stayed fair, there was no play. The pitch. Klausnitzer now is going to hit that one on the ground. That's going to go to second. They will go to first for 1. Klepatuskas will advance to second.
Klepatuskas gets to second with 1 out. And it brings up Michaela Ulrich. Rin Rush on deck.
Kind of a slap, almost, not really a bunt. Doesn't count as a bunt, but kind of that type of thing. Hit it to that left side. Get Klepatuskas over as Ulrich will come to the plate. Ulrich looking in against Swartz. The pitch. High for a ball, 1-0 to Swartz. As we continue to hold out here for a little bit, just kind of hoping the rain holds off enough. The pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 1, 1-1. Quick moving game with just the 1 run, not even that many base runners. Both pitchers doing what they do. Swartz, low pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Got Ulrich to chase up high. Both pitchers definitely use that high pitch, either on a fastball or on a rise pitch, and they've used it to perfection. The pitch. Outside for a ball, 2-2. Look good from here, but then again, my angle is very, very wonky out here at Medford. The 2-2. In the dirt ball 3, Klepetuskas will advance to third.
Up to third on the wild pitch.
Wild pitch puts Klepetuskas at third. The insurance run 90 feet away, 1 out. Anything to the outfield, anything deep enough in the outfield should score Klepetuskas. Chance for Ulrich. The pitch. Outside, and she walks. So Ulrich will end up at first. Klepetuskas, and now Ulrich's going to go to second.
Ulrich draws the walk.
Ulrich
to second
goes
base.
to second,
Runners
stealing
on second
it.
and third with 1 out. It brings up Rin Rush.
As they
Katie
work
Brame on deck.
again, we've seen Medford do that a few times, where they just catch the defense sleeping. So now 2 runners in scoring position for Rin Rush. The pitch to her. Misses for a ball, 1-0. Huge opportunity here for the Raiders. We will see the Raiders softball team again next Thursday. The pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 1. As they will host Mosinee, who's going to be coming in with a bit of a grudge, I believe. I'm going to have to check the schedule to make sure, but I believe it's Mosinee next week. The pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Yes, it is, because it's Rapids Monday, Pittsville Tuesday, and then Mosinee Medford here Thursday for the end the series for those two, as that one comes in, just misses for a ball. 2-2. Mosinee is going to be coming in looking for revenge after the Raiders ended their 26-game conference win streak. The pitch. That one's hit on line. That one's through a base hit. 1 run will come across. They will send Ulrich. There will not be a play. Rin Rush will end up at second on the double. Right down the line.
Brings up Katie Brame.
2 runs come across.
Ellie Wesley
3-0
on
Medford. And Katie Brame will dig in with another run, standing out there at second. Still only 1 out. The pitch. Brame holds off, but it's a strike anyway. 0-1. Make sure to tune in at 7 o'clock. Soccer over at Raider Field. Mosinee Medford on the soccer pitch. The pitch. That one's hit on the line. That one's through. That one's going to go all the way to the wall. Rush will turn. She will score. Brame is going to hold at second with an RBI double.
Double by Brame all the way to the fence.
Katie Brame, I think on a normal night, that one might top the wall.
4-0
But with that
Medford,
wind coming in,
Ellie
that one is
Wesley.
hit hard.
Martha Miller on
And
deck.
Wesley will come to the plate. She flew out down the first baseline back in the third. Lead off the third. First pitch to her comes in for a ball. 1-0. 3-run 4th inning for Medford, and they are not finished yet. Only 1 out. The pitch. High for a ball. 2-0. That second and third time through the order against a pitcher changes things up. The pitch. In the dirt. Good stop by Alana Weeks. Oh. Keep wanting to say Weeks. I think I got Brewer on my mind. Good old Ricky Weeks. But it's Weeks. The pitch. Cross for a strike. 3-1. Honestly, that's one of those that I think most, you're taking all the way. The pitch. Catches the stone for a strike. 3-2. As we will I'm sure Matt and I will both be excited to get back inside into the press box at Raider Field after this one. The pitch. That one is popped. That one is going to drop in for a hit. Finds the triangle. They will have to hold Brame at third.
Puts runners on the corners.
Wesley fights one
top of
off
the
and
order,
drops
Martha
it
Miller.
in behind
Allie
first.
Paulson on deck.
First and third, one out, and that will bring us back to the top of the order. And Martha Miller has not recorded an official at bat. She has walked twice, and we see some players heading out to warm up. Pitcher heading out to warm up here for Antigo. Did not catch the number. The pitch. Inside for a ball. Actually, I believe it was 14. So we're going to pull the roster out of the back pocket here quick. Try and look at this quick. Michaela back as that one has popped up. Center field, playable. Catch is made. Brain feigns the throw. Feigns the run home, and now we'll see
Fly ball to center.
Wesley advance.
Third, although Wesley tags up and gets to second.
So
and with
two
two
outs.
It brings up Allie.
Brain is going to throw her home. Wesley advance to second. So runners at second and third. 2 outs for Allie Paulson.
Courtesy
And
runner
now we're
for
going to get a
the
courtesy
catcher.
runner
Looks
for the
like that's
catcher.
Chloe Warner going to run at second
Chloe
base for
Warner,
Wesley.
number 8, will come in to run. Nope, that's not right. Let's do this the right way. There we go. Chloe Warner will run for Wesley at second. The pitch. High for a ball to Allie Paulson. $4-0 Medford. 2 outs here in the bottom of the fourth. The pitch. Misses for a ball, 2-0. Swartz having a rough time here this inning. The pitch. One cross for a strike. Mostly due to the bats of the Raiders, as they have put the ball in play, and using the old baseball adage, they hit it where they ain't. Wesley especially finding that hole in the defense, as that one is hit on the line, but that one's foul up the first base line. 2-2. Make sure to follow our Twitter feed at SOnFocus. Get live updates for games you can't watch that we are at for baseball and softball. Tweet those out. Thanks to our friends at iScore. The pitch. That one's fouled back, heading towards the cars. Might have gotten one. There are some great insurance companies in Medford. Clinner Insurance will be more than happy to help you out with your car insurance. Check them out to make sure before you come out to the ballpark. The pitch. That one's hit on the ground. Too short. Throw to first in time. That'll end the inning.
Play by the shortstop,
But
and that
not
ends the fourth
before
inning. But the Raiders, they
The
scored
Raiders
3 runs
pushed 3 runs across in the fourth.
on 4 hits.
We head to the top of the fifth.
Nowhere.
Bottom of the order, Parsons, Burkhart, Noskowiak due up when we come back.
4-0.
First date? We get it. Extra snacks? We get it. Big purchase? We get it. Spend your money your way with a checking account from Prevail Bank.
Banner ads because it's a playlist. Welcome back. Top of the fifth. Bottom of the order for the Red Robins, Parsons, Burkhart, Noskowiak. As we get a little bit of natural light, as we actually see a break in the clouds off to the west. But sadly, the clouds moving north and not a break to the south, as it has been a interesting weather game for both teams. But that bottom of the first and into the second was absolutely miserable. Wind has died down some, but not much. counts. We're going to do the best on the counts. We missed a lot in that second inning, just trying to keep our 10 from ending up in Oz. First pitch. That one, strike. Greta Parsons offers. Her second at bat, she made it out in the first. Not sure what. As Miller will dig back in. Miller, the pitch. That one is foul back. Again, heading. Ooh! Taking some bounces around the cars. I made the mistake one time and got scared as that one almost got mine. Now, so my car is parked way out back by the elementary school. I'm not risking mine. I do have good insurance, but. The pitch. Just missing for a ball, 1-2. It is that risk with baseball and softball. It's really the only sport where the ball ends up out of play into the parking lots. As maybe football if they don't on the field goals. The pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3.
First out of the inning.
1 down. And that'll bring up Laura Burkhart, the right fielder. 0 for 2.
Abby Noskoviak on deck.
Struck out and grounded out. Abby Noskoviak on deck. Bottom 3 of the order we're due up here. The pitch. That one's fouled off the plate. 0-1. Our count's not quite right. What's up there is what I have, but I know there's more errors that didn't get recorded in those windy innings. So we'll do our best. We'll have a full recap later tonight. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Miller's starting to get in a groove. Much easier to pitch with a 4-run lead than a 1-run lead. You get a little more confidence. Miller in the circle. The step back, the lead, the pitch. Just low. 1-2. Still, Miller is one of, like we talked about her being an efficient pitcher. Both pitchers were pitching efficiently. Miller has thrown 59 pitches according to my count, 12 balls. The pitch. That one's hit on the ground. Right to first. Picked up by Klepatuskas. Klepatuskas just threw a glove at us. That one was rocketed towards first. Knocked it down. Picked it up while she was standing on the bag. And that is a assistant ground out. That'll bring up Abby Noskoviak. She's singled. A pitch from Miller. High for a ball, 1-0. Miller's done a lot of work right in the front of that circle there, setting that up the right way for herself. I think maybe the two pitchers have different strides, and it's causing problems. Miller, the lead, the pitch. Inside, ball 2. As we cross 6 o'clock here, Steve Ocknick from Sports on Focus, alongside my producer extraordinaire, Matt Wenzel.
Extraordinaire, I'll take it.
The pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 1. 2-1. Steps to the back of the circle, takes a long look at the ball, kind of gets herself settled, then comes up to the rubber. A lot of pitchers in softball and in baseball, they just want to pitch. There they come in. That one's hit on the ground. To third, bit of a bobble, throw to first. Not in time. Delaney Klauschnitzer, we're going to give it a single, as that was a tough play for Klauschnitzer. And that will bring us back to the top of the order. And Alana Wykes.
Up, Lily Wykes on deck.
First of the Wykes sisters is another hit for the Antigo Red Robins. One of the few Red Robins in the state. There's a few other teams that have, I think actually, no, they might be the only Red Robins in the state.
I think so.
Not just regular Robins. They make it very clear that they are Red Robins. So, now the lead, the pitch. Cross for a strike, 0-1. Between the Red Robins, the Ordockers, the Thunderbirds. good mascots in the Great Northern Conference. One of my little fun interests in sports. The lean, the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Quickly ahead 0-2 with 2 outs. As Miller takes her time, gets back in the circle. The lean, the pitch. Strike 3, looking, and Miller ends the inning.
That ends the top of the 5th inning.
That will send us to the bottom of the 5th. Hughley, Klepetuskas, Closenitz are due up when we come back.
I had an employee at once ask me to prioritize family, faith, and business, and I put them in that order in particular. For each one of our employees, it's family first. You do what is best for you and your family. Then the rest of it will take care of itself. It's about making sure you make the best decisions for you and your family.
At Clitter Insurance, we know you want to protect your business. The Clitter Insurance team will help you choose the insurance package and plan that fits you and your business. At Clitter Insurance, protecting your business is our top priority.
Glitter Insurance.
7 in Division 1. Doubleheader. The Medford baseball team.
Really?
Yeah.
They must have picked that game up.
It was always on the schedule. I just wasn't paying attention to it because it was an away game. And we mostly do home games in the spring.
Well, they must have won. They won some games this past weekend?
Oh, yeah. They won 2 down in Adams. They beat Portage and they beat East Troy. That East Troy game, Gooden leads off first pitch, top of the first, gone.
Oh,
like, not slightly gone, way gone. 2
off the bottom
batters later,
of the 5th for the Raiders
Blaine
is
Seidel
Morgan
takes his
Hickley.
3rd pitch, way
Marissa
gone.
Klepetuskas on deck.
Welcome back. Klepetuskas, Closenitz are due up. Fun part of the pronunciation of the order. As I think we're going to have to run out and redo the focus after this half inning on the camera out in the outfield. So we'll get that fixed after this half inning. That one comes in high for a ball. 1-0. Still dealing with the after effects of that wind as it knocked that camera over. But we'll all run out there quick. The pitch. Lays off that one for a ball. 2-0.
You see the new rankings article about Medford? I'll show you.
As Swartz, the wind, the pitch. That one's hit on the ground. Foul ball. Shoo. I don't think Coach Bird agrees with that one. As that one was almost fair, but foul, and that will make it 2-1. That one, cross for a strike. That one hit him dead right to back up the middle base hit.
Line shot base hit for Higley. It brings up Larissa Klepetuskas. Delaney, Closenitz are on deck.
Medford dropping into the statewide power rankings from PBR. Caleb Gooden, the hottest hitter in the state. You can see him Friday as that one comes in high for a ball. Thought about that, and Martha Miller getting some attention as well for her pitching performances lately. So a lot of good things happening up here in Medford. Get a chance to come out and watch a game, I suggest you do. The wind, the pitch. But of course, also watch with us if you can't. You know, we don't want you to not watch our streams, but you get a chance to come out and watch these kids in person. They're doing some really special things right now. The pitch. Fouled that one off. 1-2 as they are looking for That one hit on the ground. That one's going to get through the middle of base hit. Seeing eye single for Klepatuskas.
Runners on first and second, nobody
First and second, nobody out for Delaney Klauschnitzer.
Rick on deck.
0 for 2, she's due. But saying a lot of cool things going on. We're going to see the soccer team later on. Later on tonight in 53 minutes, she lays down the bump, pops that one up. The catch is made. Delaney Klauschnitzer.
First out of the inning, it brings up the rush on deck.
So that will be the first out of the inning. That will bring up Michaela Ulrich. Strikeout and a walk, 0 for 1. Or an out and a walk. I don't know if it's for sure if it's a strikeout. That was in that crazy second inning. The pitch. Swing and a miss, strike one. Couple times.
You're trying to kill it, Michaela. Beat it.
The pitch. Cross for a strike, 0-2. The spin, the pitch. Misses for a ball, 1-2. So we continue to push closer to me losing Matt, as Matt will head over to the soccer, and I will stay here. The pitch, that one popped up. Kurt Cooking out of play, and that one did catch a car. I could hear it all the way over here. That's something we keep track of with Sports on Focus. So I'm sure there's some good auto body shops here in town. If you have one to recommend, put it in the comments. The wide, the pitch. Strike 3, looking 2 down.
That's the second out of the inning.
And that will bring up Rin Rush. 2 for 2.
2 out.
Including that double down the line, that 2 RBI double that went right down the line. She's been hot lately. The step back, the pitch. Catches a zone first strike, 0-1. The step, the pitch. High for a ball, 1-1. Hughley at second, Klepatuskas at first. Both on singles up the middle. Hughley got a good hard bat on hers. Klepatuskas just out of the reach. The pitch, that one is fouled back. And that one's gonna miss the road, but roll across. Almost hit some Antigo fans standing by the bleachers here in Medford, as we are way in the back behind the elementary school here in Medford. Very nice fields. Obviously, we will be spending some time down at City Park as well. The pitch. That one is fouled off, heading up towards us.
Just foul.
I don't know if I agree with John Klauschnitzer on that one, that it's just foul, as that one ends up other side of the little road along here. But you got the really nice softball field back here. You got the really nice baseball field. The pitch. Inside for a ball, 2-2. But yeah, we will be spending a significant amount of time down at City Field, including Saturday night. Wausau comes to town to take on the Medford Moondogs. The pitch. Strike 3, looking. That will end the inning.
And the Raider fifth
so the Raiders get 2-1, but they're stranded. We head to the top of the 6th. Lily Weeks, Perboski, Buseri due up when we come back.
At Fair Independent Mortgage Corporation, we close loans fast. Homeowners, home buyers, and realtors love it.
Fast? Anybody can claim they're fast.
You're right, but we'll guarantee it. Our branch will close your loan in 30 days or less, or we'll pay your closing costs.
Why wait longer to be in the home of your dreams? Why worry about delays that could affect your closing?
At Fairway, we're fast. We guarantee it. 30 days or less, or we'll pay your closing costs.
Call today to find out how you can be in the home of your dreams.
Faster with Fairway.
First date? We get it. Extra snacks? We get it. Big purchase? We get it. Spend your money your way with a checking account from Prevail Bank.
Leading off the top of the 6th inning for Antigo, Lily Wykes. Ellie Priboski on deck. Nice play by Wesley behind the plate for the first out. Brings up Ellie Priboski. Sam Schwartz on deck. 1 out.
Fix the camera in the outfield, pop up to the catcher while I was gone. 1 down. That brings up Ellie Priboski, 0 for 2. 1 out here, 1 strike on her. Miller. The pitch. Fouled off, 0-2. Miller now really pounding that strike zone. Make the hitters make plays. You've got a 4-run cushion. You can afford to maybe give up a hit or two. So I'm sure she would love to keep her count clean. The pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3.
That's the second out of the inning.
2 outs.
That brings up Sam Schwartz.
Sam Schwartz will come to the plate.
Michaela Beck on deck.
With the designated player, Michaela Beck, on deck. Lean back and the pitch. Low for a ball. 1-0. The lean and the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 1. 1-1. Miller again. That one looked more like a fastball, just a good old-fashioned high fastball. But that that high fastball coming from a softball release point can be devastating. Swing and a miss. Curveball gets another swing and a miss. 1-2 count. I mean, Miller has balls moving in every direction, and that's just absolutely impossible for high school hitters to hit when she is on. The wind, the pitch. That one is fouled out. That one's heading up over the top, just misses 1 car, just misses 2 cars, and rolls into the woods. Stays 1-2. That one just missing a car parked on our side of the road, and then just missing the car parked on the other side. So, the pitch. Just inside for a ball, 2-2. As it is starting to actually almost feel nice. The wind, the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Got the high pitch buyer. That ends the inning.
That's the third out.
That will
of the
send us
inning in
to the
sixth.
bottom
No
of the
runs, no hits,
6th.
no errors, nobody left.
Brame,
We're through 5
Wesley,
1/2.
Miller
4-0
due up
Medford.
when we come back.
Hey sports fans, if you're looking for the best chair in the house, come down to R&R Flooring and Furniture in Spencer. We carry Franklin furniture, Lang furniture, Serta recliners, Simmons recliners, electric chairs, chairs that have phone chargers in. That is the best chair in the house. Come down and see us. We also have these sports tables and anything you want. Brewers, Bucks, Badgers, come on in. Thank you.
The cord, because I don't have an extra XLR cord right now. It's good. The XL, this thing, this guy. So, okay.
We head to the bottom of the 6th. Possibly the last at-bats for Medford. It'll be 8-9-1 due up for the Raiders. Brame, Wesley, Miller. As they look to maybe add on one more insurance run here from Marshfield Insurance.
Leading off the bottom of the 6th.
Proud
the
sponsor of
Raiders is
sports
Katie
all
Brame.
over Central
Wesley
Wisconsin.
on deck.
As Katie Brame digs in. She had that big double back in the 4th, that 3-run 4th inning. The pitch. Pops that one up. That is hooking out a play just out of the reach of Coach Klepatuskas. Over there on the far side of the field. It's been one of the fun parts of spending as much time as I have in Medford, is just getting to know a lot of the people here. We have a lot of fun. The pitch. She catches the bottom of the zone for a strike, 0-2. Good pitch from Sam Swartz, just catching that low outside corner. Swartz sends it around. The pitch. That one is hit on the line. That one is deep. That one is off the fence. Gets past. Brame is going to head to second. She will hold there with another double. Another one off the base of the fence. That one for sure probably would have been gone if the wind wasn't blowing. Brame at second. And she is going to be pinch run for by Erica Seidel. Erica Seidel has been playing at second as the flex player, but that will bring up Wesley. Allie Wesley, as I feel maybe just a drop of rain. Maybe not. We'll keep an eye on it. So that is our fear without protection, as that one comes in for a strike to Wesley. Wesley 1 for 2, a fly out and a single. The speedy Seidel out there at second. Birthday girl yesterday. She had a big day yesterday in that rout of the Stratford Tigers. The pitch shows bunt, lays it down, but it's foul. 0-2. That standard one step at a time. You see, it's one of those fundamental things that you see in a lot of sports. You see it in basketball when players don't get the dribble down before they start running, and the pitch, high for a ball. See it in football where the player takes their eyes off the ball before they secure the catch. Just one of those things. It's hard to do. I mean, the pitch. That one is hit in the air. That one is playable. The center fielder runs in, Dewey, and makes the catch.
Out of the inning. Back to the top of the order.
Dewey's made a number
Martha
of
Miller.
those as she's been able to get in.
Allie Paulson on deck.
Martha Miller to the plate. She is 0 for 1. A couple walks and a fly out. A productive fly out. But Miller will dig in. The pitch. High for a ball, 1-0. The pitch. High for a ball, 2-0. Honestly, in a situation like this, I probably would be pitching to Miller. You got an open base, put her on. You don't have to walk her. Just don't give her anything to hit. The pitch. That one is swung on and fouled off. Right as I say that, they prove me wrong. You see that a lot in high school sports, the unintentional, intentional walk. You just don't give them anything to hit. If you can trick them into swinging, great. If not, put them on base, move on to the next hitter. But Swartz back in the circle. Swartz waiting, taking a long wait for the sign. Now the pitch. That one is popped up. Behind first, hooking, catch is made up against the fence. And I think really good catch, but Seidel's going to go home and she's going to score. And they're going to say she did not leave early. So they appeal at second. They do not get the call.
All right, that ball was caught in right field.
So great catch, and I think by the right fielder, but that advances. And now some serious arguments from the Antigo dugout that Seidel left early. We'll take a look at it after the game. And it looks like, and we're going to get a timeout here, as it looks like the right fielder Burkhart might have hurt herself as she ran into that fence. So they're going to come out and take a look at her. That was a great play by Laura Burkhart as she ran just almost, that ball kind of sailed on her a little bit. She got the catch, but she wasn't in a position to protect herself as she went directly into that fence. So they're going to take a look at her out in right field. We're going to step aside for just a second. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th. 5-0 Medford. We'll be back to check on Burkhart right after this.
Forward being a mutual, it's a great opportunity for customers that bank with us because it allows us to make decisions for the long term, for our community, for our customers, and for our employees. We're not driven for profit, as most companies are. So we can make decisions that are good for our communities, our employees, and our depositors, and that's very unique.
Great catch by Burkhart. She's going to stay in. They check on her. 2 outs now in the 6th. 1 run across.
Nice catch out there by Burkhart.
Bit of controversy on that one. We'll take a look at it afterwards and let you guys decide.
Brings up Allie Paulson.
But Allie Paulson will be up 2 outs, bases clear. I don't know if we can see it on camera. I think we would have been able to. I think we might have actually had it in the shot, but we'll check that after the game. Make sure to like Sports on Focus on Facebook. The pitch. That one's across for a strike, 0-1. And our Twitter at @SOnFocus, a chance for you to be the umpire with maybe a better angle than most are going to see. That one foul back, 0-2. Swartz trying to get to the 3rd, trying to get to the top of the 7th without any more damage. 2 outs, 2 strikes on Paulson, 0 for 3. The lead, the pitch, high for a ball, 1-2. Make sure to switch over to our On Focus YouTube channel, starting at 7 o'clock for as she winds the pitch, high for a ball. Great Northern Conference Soccer as the Medford Raider girls host Mosinee. That is a 7 o'clock start over on the other Raider field. The wind, the pitch. That one is popped up. Cooking, that one is just going to get out of play. Stays alive, 2-2. Over the Antigo dugout. Well-protected dugouts here in Antigo, as there is chain link over the windows, but it is a nice brick wall there, so The wind, the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Paulson strikes out to end the inning, but the Raiders push one more run across. We head to the top of the 7th. Beck, Dewey, Parsons due up when we come back.
5-0.
Hi, this is Nolan with US Cellular Northside Computers here to talk to you about the brand new Galaxy S21 from Samsung. With the new Samsung Galaxy S21, you can expect great battery life because of the new adaptive display and faster, more efficient Snapdragon chipset. Now, when you pre-order the Galaxy S21 for upgrade, you can get half off the phone. Stop in today to get more information.
Antigo.
Welcome back. Top 7th. Beck, Dewey, Parsons. And if any of them reach Burkhart, due up. As the Red Robins look to at least get 5 across to extend the game. But that's going to be a tough task against Martha Miller. Miller in the circle, the lead, the pitch. That one comes across for a strike, 0-1. We're going to have to pick our player of the game. I'm not sure. It might be Katie Brame with those 2 big doubles. Martha Miller's been the player of the game a few already this year. The wind, the pitch. High for a ball. Assuming Medford wins, I think it's going to have to be Katie Brame. 2 huge doubles. We'll take a look at that. I'm going to take a look at that right now. The pitch. Misses for a ball. 2-1. Katie Brame, only 1 RBI. I think one of those runs wasn't earned. But things a little messy in the scorebook, so. But 2 big doubles. The pitch. High for a ball, 3-1. The other candidate, Rin Rush. Rin Rush, 2 for 3 with 2 RBIs, 2 runs scored, a double and a single. That one misses for a ball, and it's a walk.
Beck draws the walk. Brings up Natalie Dewey. Greta Parsons on deck.
So now we're going to get a change, it looks like, as Schwartz will, or as Beck will walk.
Now batting Faith Bussiere.
Faith Bussiere will bat to face Miller. First pitch to her, foul back. Strike 1. So try and keep my iPad going for these last little bit here, as the rain does start to come in a little bit. That one comes across for a strike, 0-2. Getting some things prepped here as the rain comes down. We'll try and grab some quick interviews. The wind, the pitch. A ball outside. 2-1, they get it over to third! Or first, excuse
Runner
me.
is thrown out by Wesley.
Wesley throws out back. That is a pickoff. Catcher to first. Didn't even see it happen. But she gets out at first. 1 out on 2-1-2 count. And picks up and again. The pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3.
That's a second out.
2 down. Parsons trying to keep the inning alive.
Greta Parsons.
As Miller gets into the circle. The wind, the pitch. Just misses for a ball, 1-0. As we try and keep the iPad alive for these last little bit. Leans, the wind, the pitch. In the dirt, ball 2. Miller. 2-0 count to Greta Parsons. 2 strikeouts today. Misses just barely for a ball. 3-0. Good at bat for Parsons. Miller. 3-0 count. The pitch. Cross the blah 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 blah. Cross for a strike. 3-2. Had a little bit of dental work done today, and everything feels a little weird. Amazed I made it this far without a flub up. But 3-1 count. The pitch. Fouled off. Runs the count full. 2 outs. As Coach Klepatuskas puts the ball in. A lot of these players are going to be big parts of his girls basketball team next season. Miller, one of those players. She's back in the circle. Full count, 2 outs. Top of the 7th, the pitch. Ball high, 2-out walk. The inning stays alive, and it'll be Laura
Parsons draws
Burkhart.
Brings up Laura Burkhart.
Good to see her hitting after that scary collision into the fence.
Abby Neskoviak on deck.
Out there in right field. Give her credit. That was an amazing play. And then put her body on the line going into the fence. The first pitch. That one's hit on the ground. Second, pick, throw, and the Medford Raiders get the win. The Medford Raiders stay undefeated in the Great Northern Conference. They win 5-0. We're going to do actually, no, we're not going to talk stats because I'm not going to be able, we'll try and quickly talk stats for the Raiders. Martha Miller goes 0 for 2, and she did walk twice. Allie Paulson 0 for 4, 3 strikeouts. Check, check. There we go. All right, here's our player of the game, Katie Brame. Katie, we're going to start with just the fact you guys are the lone undefeated team in the Great Northern Conference now. How does that feel?
It feels great. We worked pretty hard for this team. Last year kind of stunk not having a team, not being able to play, but coming back this year really makes it exciting for us doing good and undefeated.
You had two hard hit, ended up being doubles. I was saying that wind blowing the other direction, those were probably home runs. How did it feel being able to get the ball in the bat like that?
Felt really good. It was my sweet spot. I could feel it. That first time or second time when I was up, I knew I had to get on base for my other runners. It felt good.
Obviously that big fourth inning really blowing the game open. How much fun is it to play with this team when you can see them push those runs across like that?
It feels really good knowing that it's not just one person. We have a whole team. Our whole lineup is solid all the way through. We have a good pitcher on the mound, and it just feels really good to have a strong team all the way around.
Sounds good. Our player of the game, Katie Brame. Thank you. We'll have Coach Byrne right after this. All right, here with Coach Byrne. Coach, you're the lone undefeated team now in the Great Northern Conference. How does it feel?
Well, it feels good. Yeah, this is one we had to have. We knew it was going to be a good one, so that was what we wanted.
We talked to Katie Brame. We kind of picked her as the player of the game. She had two hard hit doubles there. Wind blowing the other direction, probably maybe home runs.
but 2 hard hits. Talk about her approach, especially today, to be able to get those hard hits.
Well, she swings the bat. You know, when she makes contact, it's usually hit pretty hard. And that first one, that was a big hit. That tacked on a couple runs, and that was a big one. And then, yeah, she hits it hard.
Obviously, maybe not the most pleasant conditions to play a softball game in today with the wind and rain starting just about now. Is there any adjustment that you make as a coach when you're playing in those kind of conditions compared to maybe a normal sunny game like you had yesterday?
Right. Yeah, that wind was tough. We just kept telling them, don't give up on any fly balls. Whether you're hitting them, run everything out, because that wind was brutal for a while. And there's no way you can really prepare for that, I guess. Just, you got to be hustling.
All right, thank you, Coach. Congrats on the win. We'll see you down the road.
All right, thank you.
And that will wrap it up for us here. Switch over to the On Focus YouTube channel. We will be live there in a few minutes with soccer. But for Matt